Imagine driving an electric car that can go twice as far on a single charge. Picture renewable energy grids that never run out of power, even when the sun sets or the wind stops blowing. Envision your smartphone lasting not just one day, but 3 or 4. This isn't science fiction anymore. We are on the cusp of a revolution in how we store energy, a revolution moving far beyond the familiar lithium-ion batteries we rely on today. Welcome back to Sciencepect. Batteries are absolutely fundamental to our modern lives and our transition to a sustainable future. But lithium-ion, as groundbreaking as it was, has limits. Limits in energy density, charging speed, lifespan, and even safety. The demands of longer-range electric vehicles, stable renewable energy grids, and more powerful portable devices are pushing the boundaries of what lithium-ion can do. The good news? Scientists and engineers around the world are developing incredible next-generation battery technologies that promise to reshape our energy landscape. And today, we're diving into the most promising ones. The lithium-ion era and its limits. For the last few decades, lithium-ion batteries have been king. They power everything from your earbuds to giant battery packs for utility companies. They offered a significant leap over older technologies like nickel-cadmium in terms of energy density and lifespan. They made electric vehicles practical and portable electronics powerful, but they have significant drawbacks. First, energy density. While it's improved, pushing for much higher range EVs is challenging with current lithium chemistry without making batteries huge and heavy. Second, charging speed. Fast charging is possible, but it degrades the battery and can still take 30 to 60 minutes for a significant charge. Third, lifespan and degradation. Over time, charging and discharging cycles, especially rapid ones, cause performance to drop. Fourth, safety. The liquid electrolyte inside standard lithium batteries is flammable, posing a risk if the battery is damaged or overheated, leading to thermal runaway and fires. Finally, cost and resources. Lithium and cobalt extraction can be environmentally damaging and politically complex. These limitations aren't just minor inconveniences. They are major hurdles preventing the widespread adoption of electric transport and the full integration of renewable energy. That's why the race is on to find the successor to lithium-ion. And two of the most exciting contenders are solid-state batteries and silicon anodes. Contender 1. Solid-state batteries. Let's start with the technology many believe is the holy grail. Solid-state batteries. The fundamental difference is right in the name. They replace the flammable liquid or gel electrolyte found in conventional lithium-ion batteries with a solid material. This solid can be ceramic, glass, or a solid polymer. This simple change unlocks incredible potential benefits. Firstly, much higher energy density. Solid electrolytes allow for the use of lithium metal anodes, which can store significantly more energy than the graphite anodes used in most lithium-ion batteries. We're talking potential ranges that could double or triple for EVs of the same battery size and weight. Secondly, vastly improved safety. With no flammable liquid, the risk of thermal runaway and fire is dramatically reduced, making these batteries inherently safer. Thirdly, faster charging. The solid electrolyte can potentially handle much higher charge rates without degrading as quickly. And finally, longer lifespan. Solid-state batteries are expected to withstand many more charge cycles. Sounds perfect, right? Well, it's not without significant challenges. The main hurdles are manufacturing cost and scalability. Creating a reliable, solid interface between the electrodes and the solid electrolyte that can withstand repeated expansion and contraction during. Charging and discharging is technically difficult and expensive to do at scale. Getting lithium ions to move quickly through a solid material is also harder than through a liquid. Companies like Toyota, QuantumScape, and Solid Power are investing billions. But getting mass-produced solid-state batteries into consumer products, especially cars, is still likely several years away. Perhaps in the late 2020s or early 2030s for widespread adoption. Contender 2. Silicon anodes. While solid-state aims for a complete overhaul, another approach focuses on upgrading a key component, the anode. Most lithium-ion batteries use graphite for the anode. Silicon can store 10 times more lithium ions per unit volume than graphite. This means switching to a silicon anode, or even adding a significant percentage of silicon to a graphite anode, can dramatically increase the battery's energy density, essentially packing more power into the same size battery. This is a huge win for applications where space and weight are critical, like electric vehicles needing longer range or smartphones needing longer battery life without getting thicker. The challenge with silicon? It dramatically expands and contracts when lithium ions enter and leave its structure during cycling. This massive volume change causes the material to crack and pulverize, quickly degrading the battery's performance and lifespan. However, researchers are finding clever ways around this. By using silicon in nanoscale structures like nanowires, nanoparticles, or porous frameworks, or by embedding it in a stable composite material. They can accommodate the expansion and maintain structural integrity. Companies like Sila, Nanotechnologies, and Stordet are at the forefront, developing silicon anode technologies that are closer to commercialization than full solid state. With some already starting to appear in high-end consumer electronics and potentially hitting EVs sooner, this might be the first major upgrade we see widely adopted. Other innovations and applications, solid-state and silicon anodes, are perhaps the most talked about, but the research landscape is vast. Other promising chemistries include lithium-sulfur, which has very high theoretical energy density, and sodium-ion batteries, which could be cheaper due to the abundance of sodium, making them potentially ideal for grid storage applications where weight is less of a concern than cost. Yes. The key point is that these advancements aren't happening in isolation. They are being developed with specific applications in mind: electric vehicles, longer range, faster charging, smaller and lighter battery packs, freeing up cabin space. Grid storage, enabling higher penetration of intermittent renewables like solar and wind by storing excess energy and releasing it when needed, stabilizing the grid and supporting microgrids. Portable electronics, lighter, thinner devices with multi-day battery life. The road to commercialization and future impact. So, when will we see these game-changing batteries everywhere? The transition from lab breakthrough to mass production is complex and expensive. It involves scaling up manufacturing, ensuring reliability and consistency, and integrating these new batteries into existing systems like car platforms or grid infrastructure. Silicon anode advancements are likely to appear sooner, perhaps within the next 3 to 5 years in more products. Full solid state is a bigger leap and will take longer, maybe 5 to 10 years for widespread adoption. But the potential impact is enormous. These new battery technologies are not just about better gadgets or faster cars. They are fundamental to our energy future, enabling a cleaner, more sustainable world powered by renewable energy, supporting electrification across industries and potentially reducing reliance on fossil fuels. This is energy independence and climate action powered by cutting-edge science. From the exciting promise of solid-state safety and density to the capacity boost offered by silicon anodes, the future of energy storage is incredibly bright. The limitations of lithium-ion are driving innovation at an unprecedented pace. The batteries emerging from labs today will power the vehicles, homes, and devices of tomorrow. If you found this deep dive into the future of batteries fascinating, please give this video a thumbs up. And don't forget to subscribe to Sciencepect. We're constantly exploring the cutting edge of science, technology, and space, breaking down complex topics just for you. Click the subscribe button right now and ring that notification bell so you don't miss our next video. Check out our other videos and playlists linked in the description. We've got loads more on technology trends, space exploration, and scientific discoveries. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.